Welcome to the Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur Podcast presented by Boss Girl Creative. This is episode number 467. Today, I am sharing a content creation hack that you gotta try out if you're not already doing it. Now let's dive in. Have you already found business success but feel lonely at the top? Or do you feel like you're at a place in your business where others just don't get it? Or maybe you feel like you have to make yourself smaller in order for others to not feel less than. Or maybe just a little bit of all three. But with all that said, there is good news because I've been there and I see you, sister. I'm Taylor Bradford, the torchbearer of this podcast and sisterhood, and I'm here to lead and inspire you to stay purposely aligned in the success you have found and provide you with support, guidance, and a sisterhood to keep going. Because I do get it. Your business journey isn't meant to be traveled alone. So grab a notebook, your favorite pen, and a bevy, and let's dive into this together with this latest podcast episode. Welcome to the Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur Podcast presented by Boss Girl Creative and me. Hey, welcome to episode number 467. I'm your host, Taylor Bradford. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness. The allergy season this year is kicking me in the pants. Like, I cannot tell you. Oh, this spring season has been bonkers. And I am still struggling on the struggle bus with allergies since my Vegas trip, which is so crazy how many weeks ago that was, at least 4 or 5 weeks ago. Today, I'm talking about a content creation hack that I hope that you're already doing, but if you're not, I'm going to introduce it to you. And if you've heard of this before, but you just forgot about it, this will be a great refresher for you. Before we get there, a few housekeeping things. Number one, I hope you've had an opportunity to purchase my brand new 90-day undated planner. You can do so by going to bossgirlcreative.com/BGC planner. And there is a paperback version available. It's 90 days. It's undated. So you can start it when you want to. I prefer to start at the top of a month, but you do you. Every day there is a check-in for your mindset, like what are you grateful for, and also affirmations, and then a task and to-do list that is waiting for you to fill in. And then at the end of the month, there's a monthly reflection so that you can see your progress, your journey, where you're going, and then you start a brand new month. And then you buy another one once the 90 days have wrapped, and they make really cool volumes that you can store on your bookcase or on your coffee table. And they're a great way to go back and see how you've grown in your life, in your business, and so on. So head over to bossgirlcreative.com/BGC planner to pick up yours today. Okay, so now let's dive into what's been going on in social media land, because I know this is your favorite part and you're on the edge of your seat. Here we go. Social media headline number one, TikTok continues to oppose the U.S. sell-off bill. They're still trying to find a way to fight back against selling off their company. Social media headline number two, TikTok is testing 60-minute uploads. Would you watch a 60-minute video on TikTok? ? Social media headline number three, Instagram is testing a notes on feed posts and reels. Instagram is bringing notes to more places within its app. Social media headline number four, keeping with Instagram, the Instagram chief says post share rates are now a key driver of reach. Prompting more shares is key to reaching a broader audience with your Instagram content. And the last social media update for this week, Twitter is officially gone with X.com now primary domain for the app. X has made the URL switch, meaning that Twitter is now no longer. And that wraps up this week's social media headlines. That last one, I always wondered if Twitter was ever going to be able to capture X.com, because we all know the platform as Twitter, although I'm not sure that many people are going to get the memo and just continue to call it Twitter. I feel like the letter X is very, I don't know, like we all know it as Twitter. Why did we change it? Why did we have to take away something, that is that memorable and call it X? But now it's X.com. But before it was like, did you see that X post on Twitter? Like very, very strange. So this is a content creation hack, and this actually goes more into the category of competitor analysis. And I'm curious if you are currently doing competitor analysis when you're doing market research, when you're going out into your market to see what are your competitors doing, what are they selling, what are they offering, how are they making themselves different, where are they slotting themselves into their actual niche or into the actual niche if it is your niche, and how often are you actually going out and taking a peek. Now, you will hear me say in the past, and you have heard me say in the past, that I want you to keep your horse goggles on and keep your eyes facing forward. But part of any marketing research is going to include a competitor analysis. So whether you're doing this every 90 days or every 180 days, that's totally up to you. But I do think it's a really great idea to keep your thumb on the pulse of what's going on in your specific niche so that you are making sure that you are bringing your best self to the table for your ideal customer, and that you are still like slotting in your offerings, your products, your services to what is still being needed. Because at the end of the day, you're providing a solution to somebody who is seeking to get more time back, to fix a problem, and that's the ultimate goal. You want to make sure that you're still doing that with what it is that you offer. And by doing competitor analysis, it allows you to see what others are doing, how they are, positioning themselves in the market, and making sure you stay relevant by what it is that you are offering to those people as well. So this is a fantastic content creation hack for the very simple task of you, when you're going out and doing the competitor research, you're actually going to your competitors' accounts and seeing what they're posting, but also getting yourself into the comments to see what their people are saying, what those people are asking. And that is how you step in to the things that still might be missing, still might be a gap in the things that you're offering. And you'll know that as you grow, it's just really hard to stay on top of the heartbeat of what it is people are saying and how people are commenting. But I do think this is very, very important. And I say that because the larger accounts are not seeing every question that they're getting. And so if you're smaller, this may be a place for you to go in and to do some of that analysis to see, okay, these people are asking for this thing, but nobody is producing this thing. Now, I'm not saying you swoop in and start stealing customers, because that is an absolute no-no. But if you are seeing people saying the same things over and over on your competitors' accounts, and the competitor hasn't built the thing, it's not a bad idea to come up with a solution to the thing that you see people saying. So if you're not going to bigger accounts in your niche and reading the questions people ask in their comments, you need to add this to your market research routine ASAP. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to repeat it. Bigger accounts with strong reach and tons of engagement, they're a gold mine for market research for you. Yes, the content can be inspiring, but head straight to the comments to see how people are reacting and what questions they're asking, and use the questions that are being asked for inspiration for content creation, whether that is just an Instagram reel or talking about it in your Instagram stories, on Facebook, on Pinterest. Think about it like this. Competitors are the people that tried something before you and it turned out pretty good. They've got it figured out. They're way ahead on the journey, way ahead of you, which is fantastic because it's already proven. They've already proven that the niche is someplace where money can be made. At the end of the day, we're in business. We're all trying to make some money here. and they've already proven that the niche works, that they are getting sales. So use that to your advantage to see where their blind spots are. A healthy way to let your competitors help you grow your business is by comparing what you want to do to their approach. Once you know where your competitors are standing, then you are free to go to decide how you do it. And why do we do this? It gives us an opportunity to be better at understanding the market we're actually in and what is successful and unsuccessful. It allows you to figure out your own niche within the market. It allows you to be inspired to make informed business and brand decisions. It allows you to get an idea of what you are up against. It allows you to take advantage of weaknesses that are in the market, and it allows you to find out what people are asking and learning. Another really great place to go out and do this is Amazon. Amazon reviews give you an unbiased look at the thing people are buying, and people will tell you the truth in an Amazon review. So within your niche, what products are selling on Amazon, and then go look at the reviews and see how people are taking to that particular product. That is eye-opening in and of itself. If you're not doing that, I'm going to encourage you to do that. What this is not, let's be clear, what this is not. This is not a tool to help you copy other businesses. This is absolutely not that. This is also not a way for you to scrutinize yourself and to compare yourself to others and create an imposter syndrome for yourself. Like, that is not what this is for either. We don't want to set ourselves up for disappointment because we're not there yet in our journey. So please don't do that to yourself. I know how easy it is to be like, how is this person at 15,000 followers and getting this much reach on their reels? I mean, I'm seeing that on a brand new account over on Instagram. Like, I have pivoted some of my content to really focus back in on, like, I'm here to help you grow a digital marketing business. That is what this social media experiment account is. I've kind of fallen off on the other one and going all in on this second account that's faceless. And I'm like, okay, I have 86 followers on this account. I have 91 reels created. It's a combination of mostly 2 reels a day, but sometimes on the weekend it happens to just be 1. The content is good. Like, the content I'm producing out on this account is really good. It's really solid. And I'm like, oh, it's so frustrating sometimes. I'm falling into these traps of being like, my content's really good, why isn't it going anywhere? And yes, I have 86 followers and my content is reaching a couple hundred people each time I get something posted. But when I first started, it was hitting thousands of people. And what I did that was a big no-no, but I didn't know it was a no-no at the time, is I went and started following other people in my niche, and they followed back, and then I built my account with those people. Yes, some of those people I can actually teach, but most of them are not open to being taught. And I have 15 plus years in the digital marketing space. I am somebody that has a reputation. I have the clout. I am a teacher. I am a coach. I'm a mentor, but all people see is 86 followers. And my face isn't a part of it. And so sometimes it can get frustrating. So what I want you to think about, and I tell myself this all the time, don't fall into that trap, into that negative space of, why is this not working for me? It's working for so-and-so. Building a business doesn't happen overnight. I have to remind myself that. Rome wasn't built in a day. I have to remind myself that as well. But being able to see what people are already doing in your niche is a very powerful way to remind you in a healthy way that this works. To remind you that you are building your true 1,000 fans. I haven't talked about that in a really long time. So if you're new to the show, I used to talk about this all the time, that you are growing your true 1,000 fans. Is that just like you're going to stop at 1,000? No, that's actually an article from a guy named Kevin, and I can't remember his last name, but if you go out to Google and you type in true 1,000 fans, you should find his blog post where he talks about this concept. And it really takes 1,000 fans. Like 1,000's arbitrary, but 1,000 fans who literally eat up everything that you do and say and want more, and then they become your megaphones for your brand. That is what you aim for in business, especially online. So just be mindful that doing competitor research, competitor analysis can slide you into one of these do not do's, but it's possible that it can, and I want you to just be mindful to not allow yourself to go there. Because the moment I think that we allow ourselves to go there, to have that glimpse into some negativity, then we just kind of spiral, because negativity begets negativity, and nobody's got time for that. We want growth. We want to find our true 1,000 fans. We want to see where the gaps are in the market. We want to see that somebody else has already proven this works, but we're going to figure out how to do it in our own way. That is what competitor analysis is all about. Competitor research. That is what it is all about. And if you're not currently doing it, you need to be doing it, because it just allows you to have a content creation hack in your back pocket. So when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to write in my email newsletter, you have a way to go figure out what you can do, what you can say, because somebody else has already proven it and people are asking questions. That's the biggest part. What questions are they asking? What comments are they asking? I saw this particular post on a competitor the other day, and I was like blown away. I was like mind blown. Oh my gosh, I never thought of it this way. Obviously, I didn't come up with this tactic, but it's such a brilliant tactic that I'm going to talk about it at some point. And I'm going to talk about it here right now in this podcast episode. So what a lot of Instagram gurus are saying when you are brand new or you are trying to grow your account or whatever, that you should be creating your reels and then pushing them to your stories, because that is supposed to give you a jump in the algorithm. Create a reel, post to your story. And then I saw this competitor say, don't do that. And I'm like, whoa, why not? And she legit says, your Instagram reels are reaching mostly people that don't follow you, and your people that are following you are paying attention to your stories. So people that have already given you, a confidence boost, they're a warm lead, and they're already following you, so they're already probably seeing your content, hopefully, but they are most likely watching you in stories. There's no reason to share your Instagram reel to your stories, because it's two totally different customers. Your reels need to be treated as if you're talking to a cold audience, that you're trying to capture somebody brand new to your brand. Your stories are where you're nurturing, where you are already providing great value to people that have already chosen to follow you, because the likelihood of somebody not following you and seeing your stories is very, very little. And the likelihood of non-followers seeing your reels is so incredibly great. Like, a majority of my content is viewed by non-followers. I need to be wooing the non-followers with my Instagram reels content, and I need to be nurturing my people in stories. And then on this particular competitor's Instagram, the comments that came with this is kind of a controversial topic, even though it's really not that controversial, but it got people talking and disagreeing with strategy. And I was like, here's a gap. Here is a gap. Not many people are talking about this, and I can see both sides, because Instagram gurus are telling you to push your content to your stories after you create it. I mean, literally every digital marketer is like, write a blog post, stick it out on Instagram, put it on Pinterest, get it in an email newsletter, like market the heck out of it. And that's no different than creating content on Instagram. How can you market it? In your stories. But then I see the flip side of like, whoa, your content creation on Instagram reels, that's reaching non-followers, you're wooing them to get them to follow you. And then in your stories is where you nurture. And I am like having a mind-blown emoji moment with that. Whoa. I'm curious if you just did too. You'll have to come over to my Instagram at Boss Girl Creative and tell me in DMs, did you just have a mind-blown moment? Because I totally did. Okay, I hope that you now have something to add to your back pocket, into your toolbox, this content creation hack. You definitely need to be doing competitor research, competitor analysis, but this will help you when you're stuck. And also, it's just something that you should be doing every 90 days, every 180 days, or if you want to do it more frequently, you do what you need to do. But please do not allow it to be a way for you to compare yourself in a negative way, because that does nobody any good. Nobody any good. You'll actually start producing really crappy content when you do it that way. So please don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. And I know it can be easy to do, but please don't go there. So I hope that you're adding this to your back pocket strategy. And if this was inspiring or if you had some aha moments, I'd love to chat with you. Pop over to my Instagram at Boss Girl Creative and let's chat about it. I'm here to help you grow in your digital marketing journey, and that's what this is all about. And until next week, I hope you have a great rest of this one. Oh, wait, before I go, thank you truly for your support of my own business journey and this podcast, The Purposely Aligned Entrepreneur. If you know another entrepreneur who is in the same business trenches, who has already found success but might be feeling a bit lonely in their journey, my hope is that you'll share this podcast and this sisterhood with them. Because this, what we do day in and day out, isn't meant to be done alone. Speaking of lonely, if you're ready to squash the business journey loneliness, stop what you're doing right now and join the sisterhood. Visit bossgirlcreative.com/sisterhood. I can't wait to see you in there.